Hey guys, welcome back to Level Up with Keeks. It's another payday, which means it's time for another budget with me payday routine. If you've been on the channel before, welcome back. And if you're new to the channel, stay a while. You're gonna love it here. May was a 3-week paycheck month for me. I already know the spending was too much. I already know I went over, but today's video is us looking at exactly how much I spent, what I went over, what the damage was for May, if I came out in the positive, I hope. We're gonna do a full look at how my money moved in May, what my weaknesses were, where I maybe overspent, and what the plan is for June because we are literally halfway through the year. This video is gonna be mainly just the May paycheck with me because that takes pretty long. I will have a video next week, which will be the June mid-year reset, going over just sort of like this first half of the year, what goals I set in January, did I hit them, are we on track, and how we're planning to finish out the rest of December. So again, if you haven't subscribed, stay a while, it's gonna be fun. Let's get into it. Now just quick, like for the skin, guys, I'm wearing lip liner. I am not wearing one lick of makeup on here. Like, I just can't. The skin is skinning, y'all. I wanna go look at my old videos and just see where she's come because like my chin has always been dark, filled with scars. And what? Even skin tone, to the point where I'm even on here and I'm like, bitch, don't wear no makeup, do a little lip line and call it a day. Like, I don't even want to wear makeup. I'm feeling so good in my skin right now. So cheers to that. And it's just in time for summer, like glowing skin, single, we're gonna be outside, we're gonna be shaking ass on a yacht. No, I'm joking. Unless someone knows someone with a yacht. As you guys know, I use the Coplenty budgeting tracker. I always do my little spotlight for them. It's been great. I can confirm it's one of the goals I did achieve this year, which was like upgrading my financial tracking. Purchasing the Coplenty budget tracker has been just amazing for me. Every month and every budget with me this year has been using it. So every time I'm sharing my screen, we're looking at my tracker, that's what I'm using. If you guys have a tracker, I love it. Let's keep budgeting together. And if you don't have a tracker, but you're like, yo, it's mid-year, like, let me get my finances in order for the rest of the year, I highly recommend this one. I use the Yearly Budget 2.0. I find it super robust. It's got a bunch of tabs for not just like your month-to-month tracking, but like your annual overview, your net worth, your savings and debt tracker. It's robust. I really love it. So if you guys love it too, you can head to my Stan store. I'm gonna link it below. You can see a little Stan store pop up, and I'll also put the link in the description so you can click there, purchase through the link. And if you do, you'll be giving me some commission. So thank you. Mwah! All right, I am opening up the tracker here. As you guys can see, we're in May. I have already entered the first 2 paycheck income information and tracked all of my expenses as well. Oh my God, they've been a lot. I know I overspent. Oh God, I'm joking. I know I overspent, but that's also because I didn't adjust the budget for the fact that this was an extra paycheck week. But the reason I didn't is because just because it's an extra paycheck week doesn't mean there still isn't 30 days in the month, like 31, 30 days. Like the amount of days in the month doesn't change, so I shouldn't be overspending that much. However, the subconscious was like, but you get an extra paycheck. Girl, it's not really an extra paycheck. It's just the way the weeks work out. Anyways, I know I overspent, so we're gonna add all of the rest of my income for this month, and then we're gonna go over just sort of the reflection. You guys know the drill. At this point, you know the drill. Let's get into it. Now, the last day I entered up on this tracker is May 20th, so I am going to enter all of my transactions between May 20th to May 31st, get this updated, and yeah, we'll regroup back. All right, you guys, I have plugged away all of my transactions for the month of May. Quick sneak peek. Wow. Just wow. Let me quickly just resort that information. Data sort range by column B, A to Z. Now it's in order. This is one person. That's why it's just overwhelming. One person, aka me, did all of these transactions, which is how many transactions? Sorry. 100 transactions this month. 100 flat for the month of May. Woo! All right. So starting with the income, all of the income has been reflected here. I added my final paychecks, which was around $4,934. I also received a bit more reimbursements from my insurance, and my mom gifted me money for gas, $60, and then she sent me 250 bucks, I think for High Rocks training, because I signed up for High Rocks with my younger brother. He is not working right now, so you'll see a lot of booster juice expenses expenses, a lot of those expenses I've just been paying for. My mom sent me money to be like, cover some of his portion, which thanks, Mom. Honestly, it's no problem. I think it's really good for my bro to be doing something like this. We're all mentally ill siblings. So this is like allowing us to move our bodies, have our like physical health, but also help the mental health, because I feel a lot better after doing workouts and after training for something big like this. And it's really helping him to sort of create a routine where he didn't really have one and be held accountable, because I'm like, bro, gym at 12. Gym at 12, stop being late, step your up. So all of the income has been entered, and wow, yeah, to be expected. Income for the month, $15,191.84. Wow, that's that 3 paycheck week, baby. That's that 3 paycheck week. Anywho, yeah, that's crazy. Can we just take a moment for the side hustle income, y'all? Looking at May, for the side hustle income, your girl made $5.06. Coplenty payout. That is a strictly affiliate income made through the Coplenty budget tracker. So all of you guys that have purchased the Coplenty tracker through my link in my stand store, or the link in the description, which is to my stand store, that gives me commission, and I love you for it. So thank you guys so much for supporting me in this way. The payout is basically 1 month behind. So this payout for $5.06 is technically the income I earned in April. I was like, what day is it? My May income earned is gonna be paid out in June. I think there's been a lot more sales when I checked my dashboard, so fingers crossed. I mean, the goal was 75 bucks. I have that as the goal for June because I guess, yeah, it's all shifted. So either way, for June, fingers crossed we hit the 75 bucks. But I think you guys have been purchasing through the link, and honestly, like $5, 70 bucks, I'm grateful. Every time I get a little notification that says like someone is purchased, I'm like, oh, I love life. I love you guys. I'm so grateful. Sky's blue today. I'm just feeling really good. So that is that. I also cashed a government check, which reminds me, there's another government check on the counter over here. So I need to go cash that hoe too. No brand deals, no refunds. But yeah, just a really good, obviously income positive month because of the extra payday and the extra paychecks that have been earned. Now moving on to the bills and subscriptions, let's take a look at what I have spent. Taking a look at the bills first, I had $995 as the budget to go towards the bills. I did buffer this a little extra, so I was trying to plan for the fact that it was a 3 paycheck week and some of the bills might almost be double. So for example, my meter G, I buffered it higher because I obviously expected more water usage charges to come out this month. I still went over those, so it was $274.87. I don't know how to feel about that. If it's still high next month, because this was like, there's been a few meter G charges this month. If it's still high next month, I'll know something's wrong because like I'm pretty efficient with my usage. However, the AC is supposed to be on and I have it on, but we have not, like the temperature in here has not fluctuated at all. So if they're trying to say that I'm using up the AC and I'm not feeling any AC, then I need to like call the condo maintenance and they need to go fix up. We'll keep an eye on that and see how it goes. Parking spot, $190. So basically for my hydro alone, I went a little bit over by $51. In terms of subscriptions, we had $132 budgeted for subscriptions, and the actuals was $119.86. This highlight here for $15, it's not under subscriptions right now because it's that weird random Apple charge I was talking about, and I still haven't called Apple to figure it out. Need to do that. Going to do that. After filming today, I'm gonna do it. We're just gonna go for it because they're open 24/7, right? So like, let me just call pretty much ChatGPT and Spotify and Good Life. As you guys know, I'm not with my personal trainer anymore. Getting ready for my budget, refinancing, and all of the new expenses that are gonna come in, and the savings and the High Rocks training and all of that stuff. I did have to rejig the budget there, but it saved me a lot of money. So instead of spending $600 a month on personal training, I'm spending $68 a month at Good Life. Score. And yeah, we rejigged the budget. I don't have money left over. I've just reallocated it to new areas, which we will talk about probably in another video because I'm just gonna be yapping today. So bills and subscriptions, pretty much looking standard, the same, a little bit higher on the hydro bill, but that was to be expected. Let's move over to the expenses. This is where it's gonna be tea. But let me explain myself. I already know from jump it's gonna be a lot, okay? Like you guys know, I have signed up for the High Rocks Toronto with my brother, so we're doing mixed doubles. I purchased those tickets. They were $500, like everything included, photo package, blah, blah, blah. I've been going out a lot. I've been eating out a lot. I want to say my guess is that I wasn't Uber Eatsing as much because I don't feel like I've ordered much Uber Eats this month, but I think that's my memory from maybe this back half of the month. I probably was kind of Uber Eats heavy in the earlier half. I don't know. But like I said, we've done a lot. We have purchased a lot of things for the future too. So like the High Rocks is in October. I'm purchasing it now, and mostly dining out and experiences. So in a way it's good. You know what? I'm not even worried. Any money I spend comes back to me literally 20-fold. So I'm not worried. Let's go. Let's look into it. Let's just pull the band-aid off, okay? Now, expenses. We'll go through top to bottom and then we'll see what the difference is between the budgeted and actuals. Groceries, budgeted $327.30, spent $436.53, went over by $109. Okay. Dining out, we went over by $502.71. Whoa. Again, every time me and my brother have been training, I've been getting both of us booster juices. I can see the little expenses that I've made over this month that clearly have racked up. I'm not super excited about this because honestly, Booster Juice, I don't think they have like a dairy-free frozen yogurt. So it's like, I keep buying it, but it's really backing my shit up. Like I'm getting diarrhea and then I'm constipated. So I'm only unhappy about the spending because it's not making my body feel as good, but I've actually got protein at home that I'm obsessed with and it's completely dairy-free. So that's where I'm like, girl, you could just wait till you got home. But it's because I want to get a shake for my brother to make sure he's getting his protein after our workouts that I'm like, might as well pick up one for myself. Not necessary. Moving forward, I'll probably just get him the smoothie and then I'll go home and make the smoothie that I love. Like literally, this is my nightly protein smoothie. It's so good. I'll show you guys what I bought. It's so delicious. So dining out, yeah, we went over by 500. It's crazy. Uber Eats store, guys, we're under. Guys, is this the first month that we're under on the Uber Eats and the DoorDash? Let me just quickly see. Don't play with it. April went over by $286. March went over by $125. February went over by $87. January went over by $146.34. Guys, this is officially the first month that your girl has come under on the Uber Eats DoorDashes. Like on budget? Are you crazy? Celebrate! Yay, we're celebrating! Yeah! I took her to the groomer. An additional expense for May, but like so worth it. She looks so good. Wow, you guys. Oh my God, we thought we'd never see the day. Wow! And I came under by 16 cents, you guys, like right down to the wire. Joe, please. Okay, she's celebrating. It's fine. It's fine. I'm so excited about that. Never could have made it. I never thought I'd see the day. So $75 budget. I mean, granted, your girl was outside spending $500 dining out, but usually I'm over in both. So like, whatever. The point is, we successfully in the most expensive month because I'm making the most income. So there was the most potential for me to really spend on the Uber Eats. We kept it under wraps, period. Gag it. That's all. I want to order Uber Eats just to celebrate. Anyways, clothing, we went over by $69.96. I think I was trying to get some sports bras or something, but I have no clue what I got, so sorry. Joe, we went over by $164. Her grooming cost, oh, you saw her, so over there. Her grooming cost about like $105. And then because of the subscription service, I think just a little bit more. The rest were just her food on subscription, so that's totally fine. The grooming was so worth it because I have been cutting Joe's hair for the last 2 years, like ever since I adopted her. And I nicked her nipple once, devastated, and never cut her under hair again. So she's always had like a mullet, and I was like, you know what, it's summer, I'm getting my skin right, I'm trying to glow, you're a bad too, let's glow you the too. But yeah, like why can't we both be baddies? So now she's looking very exotic. Let me just show you, like her print is just even cuter right now. So here we have a purebred, like she's just looking so like, I don't know, it's giving Sphinx vibes. Also like the shedding non-existent right now, so I love it. My nose, can you not? My nose loves it. She loves it because she's itching way less. She's been such an itchy girl. And they give her little booties and stuff. So the next time her hair grows out, I'm gonna get her the line cut. So she's got like a full-on mane and like cuteness. Oh my God, I love her. But yeah, worth it. Personal care, we came under budget by $13. Heck it. Sorry, I'm so excited. Transportation, we went over by $133. This is one that, like, again, my mom, shout out to my mom, she's letting me drive the Jeep a lot. Pretty much it lives here. I give it back every now and then when she needs it, but she's pretty much letting it live here. Got underground parking. She's liked that for the winter, but I'm sure it'll get back to her more for the summer. But yeah, the gas on that hoe, I love a Jeep, but the gas, bro, the gas, too much, too much. Like every time I drive, I just see the tick go down on the gas meter, and it's fine, whatever. We'll put the gas, but I'm like, so I went over an intersection and you're going down a quarter tank, like relax, relax. Mad annoying. Moving on, Hobbies, 542, so I spent over 500. Yeah, there was zero budget for Hobbies. High Rocks came, it wasn't in the budget. I think I had really last minute decided to do this, and it was mainly for me and my brother. Like, one, having a goal that we're working towards that's hard. Last year for me, it was my half marathon. I like to change the goal, have a new challenge. This one is very challenging because to me, long distance running, no problem. But you want me to do not only running, but like functional weight training stations in between. It sounds just like a wild time to me. Also, my brother, I feel like he's like in that early 20s young man stage where it's like, what is life? I don't know what I'm doing. Wants to stay in bed all day, be out all night, friends type vibe. And this is sort of good for both of us. On our mental health journey, I'm like, bro, it's this or rehab. This is cheaper. So we've got like a 20-week training plan. I think we're like 17 weeks out. And we've been pretty consistent. Like, he's missed a couple of days, but he's getting a lot better. We're seeing improvements week over week with our time. And we have a really ambitious goal of doing a sub 1 hour race, which is crazy. It's literally crazy. Do you know what our race time was? Because we did a full mock-up. It was 1 hour and 52 minutes. So by October 5th weekend, 3rd, 4th, 5th weekend, we need to get our times to be sub 1 hour. Like, it's crazy, but I think we can do it. And I think the journey is really what's fun, is like watching ourselves improve week over week. Worth it. Anyways, fitness, the budget was 161. The actual was 216. This again is because of the long month. So it was kind of like after a couple sessions with my personal trainer that I decided to do the rejig. So I don't expect to be paying that much for the personal trainer next month. I told her we would come to her once a month because the Good Life gyms here don't have the ski erg, which is like this like pulley thing, and that gym does. So I feel like at least one full dry run with her and having like the personal trainer touch of like looking at her form, making sure we're doing things as efficient as possible is gonna be good. And then just keeping it at Good Life and really just having to have the discipline to get up and bring ourselves and show ourselves what to do and whatnot. Either way, ChatGPT has been a great help since I don't really have a personal trainer now. ChatGPT is the personal trainer. Come up with weekly plans. I send it to my brother. I give him the weekly report. You know me, type A, moving on. YouTube video editor. Okay, I was supposed to pay. It's zero, which means it's gonna be double next month. YouTube promos, nothing. Donations, gifting was quite expensive. $537. We went over by $497. Just quickly for me looking. Yeah, Mother's Day gift, getting something for friends. Oh my gosh, did I mention I got a whole new workout clothing set for my brother? This guy had no running shoes, so $200 off rip there. Got him some t-shirts, pair of shorts, like just something to like look good so that you feel good when you go to the gym. Cause he was like coming in some old ass, I'm like, bro, you look like you came off the street. You're not gonna wanna go to the gym if you know you look like shit. That's my thing. I be in my cute little shorts, I be in my tank top, I feel good, and I'm looking fucking good. You know what I mean? So I wanted to make sure he was on that same type of time where he could feel like, you know what, confident in how he's looking. So that was a nice little shopping spree for him there. Gifted shoes, gifted clothes, some gifts to some friends because they were doing some work for me, which is like, I should pay them, but they're doing me favors. So I'm like, here, let me give you some Timmy's. Literally I bought my friend windshield wipers because he did some work for me, and I was like, look, I don't really have the money to pay you what you're worth, but like, what can I get you? Like, what do you need? He's like, actually, I really need some windshield wipers. So I got him some windshield wipers. Lots of donations, lots of gifting. I'm happy with it. You get what you give. That's all just stuff I absolutely don't regret. Zero regrets there. Household, yikes, we went over by $351. I know I did buy some some things for organization's sake. So the spice rack is organized. I finally organized my like utensils rack. And yeah, I think there were just a lot more miscellaneous purchases, cleaning items, stuff like that I had to re-up on. Miscellaneous over by 36 bucks. Business always will be over, but the spend is $200. Nothing for cleaner, health and wellness. We went over. The way I'm doing it with health and wellness, every time I get reimbursed from like the insurance that I have, I subtract it from the budget. So I will show you here. Let me show you instead of tell you. So for example, I'm spending the money to do my therapy, but when I go through my insurance, I get some reimbursements. So best way to put it, income comes in, I purchase the thing for $200. So the money is spent. That's what I'm tracking here. Now it's showing under health and wellness. However, I get the reimbursement for $200. So because it's reimbursed, it cancels out. So I'm taking it out of the health and wellness because now it's offset. I didn't actually take out of the budget because it was actually reimbursed. So the budget goes back down. So that brings my budget down. There. All right. Same thing for when I'm getting paid back. As you can see here, I spent $101 on an Amazon order for my dad. Money spent goes under miscellaneous. He sends me the money back. It no longer needs to be tracked under miscellaneous. It's been offset. It's been, canceled out, really. So just quickly looking, because I did add some extra reimbursements, $375, $15.95. were the additional ones that I added. If I do minus 375, minus 15, and minus 95, health and wellness, what do we get? We'll actually be under. I actually made more money back because I had cashed some reimbursements that were older. For example, for this group therapy, I purchased that a month or two ago, so I should have actually processed the reimbursement then, but I didn't, so it's coming out now and reflecting now. So I actually did not go over in health and wellness. I had much more money left over. We're in a positive, we're in a surplus. We actually made some extra income just from the reimbursements. And then lastly, social media manager, new budget for it, not used for May, but wanted to add that category in there. So that's the expenses. When we go down to the budget, we budgeted $2,016. We spent $3,600. And I'm not mad at it. Do I need to rein that in? Yes, but it was a lot of new stuff. High rocks, shopping spree for my brother, donations, gifting things to my friends. Like, I'm not upset. All right, next, let's look at savings debt, and then we can do the monthly recap and see what the total damage is. Okay, so if you know from the last video, I was anticipating that because of the 3 paycheck month that I would have put extra away for savings. I was originally budgeting $4,900 that I should have had put away for savings. However, I had not anticipated doing a, what not to wear shopping spree for my brother, buying those tickets, all of these extra little expenses like the dining out, constant dining out, did not budget for that and made the adjustment to just do what I could this month for savings. However, moving forward, savings is priority. Whatever's left over, we're spending on expenses, and I will show you guys that. Anyways, we did what we could this month. We were in a very big gifting mood anyways, still not upset about it. But looking over here at the savings, I wanted to put away $4,900. I actually put away $1,300, so I'm still pretty happy about that. And another good thing that I've done is, I don't know why I didn't do this already, but I set up the automatic withdrawal with my Wealthsimple. So every paycheck, $650 gets taken out and put directly into the emergency fund savings. Like, I don't gotta think about it. Love that. RSP budgeted for $800. I have the auto withdrawal set up for this as well, so $800 was met. We are good there. Very happy with that. Moving on to debt, all of our mortgage payments did come out. Our student loans, our laser, and our firm MacBook payment came out. So we were exactly on par at $4,227.46. All of the debt was paid. Damn, that's a lot of debt. Now let's look at the damage. Let's see how much money I had left over, what the total expenses were for the month, and then we can go into some rejigging I've done to really make sure that June is actually going to be a proper month. So scrolling up, drum roll please. Oh, nice. Anyways, left over to spend is $2,950.89. But of course, this was like, literally this last paycheck came in May 30th, May 28th. So it's really for June. So there's nothing to be proud of here, but it's nice. Total income was $15,191.84. Total expenses was $11,139.29. Woo, woo. So she did her big one there. When it comes to savings, we did not hit the savings goal, but we did a lot of donating and I'm happy. Debt always pretty spot on. Expenses went way over, still happy about it. And bills were a little bit more expensive than we had originally anticipated as well, due to my hydro bill being a bit more than I thought it was gonna be. All in all, I think May was a good month. Like, considering, I'm glad that the things I overspent in, again, were the dining out as opposed to Uber Eats, because the difference between these two categories is that Uber Eats means I'm a little piglet, I'm in my bed, I'm chomping away, versus dining out means I was out with someone, I was having a social human interaction, I was filling my battery in one way or another, and that's really what I want to prioritize. If I'm gonna be spending money on food, it better be when I'm with my girlfriends or when I'm with my brother, like in moments like that, as opposed to me just being like hiding in my corner. Yeah, eating a whole bunch of shawarma wraps. So happy about that. Also the donations gifting, your girl, she went hammy on the gifting, like, and I love it. I'm okay. I feel good. I feel good that like me and my bro both have cute outfits. I'm probably gonna get us another outfit closer to race day. I'm glad that he's got really good functional shoes, because to be training with the training blocks that we're doing, you can't be wearing your crusty old dusty shoes. You need the proper support. We're both super tall. How tall is he? He's like 6'1". And he's like a limpy 6'1", you know, the guy does not stretch. So he needs that support for his knees. We're trying to work on our mobility. So what you wear and the tools you're using, like your running shoes, it's gonna make a big difference in the longevity of training. We want no injuries. We wanna make it nice and strong for High Rocks race day, and we wanna hit our goal. So I'm happy with those. Now we're quickly gonna look at annual dashboard on my tracker so we can see where we're tracking for my emergency funds. Let's see how we're doing here. As you guys know, goal for emergency funds around $25,000. Monthly, 650 times 2 is 1213, right? So if I'm putting 1,300 monthly, right now I've got $5,688 saved. I need to save $20,000. If I'm putting 1,300 monthly, which is what I'm doing right now in terms of automatic withdrawals into my savings account, that's what I'm putting away. So I should hit the goal by September. All I can say to that is I'm just not concerned anymore. I'm not really worried. I am confident that, you know, there are things happening beyond my like line of view right now that are all in the works and are working out in my favor. What I'm making right now is not what I'm gonna be making even in a few months from now. I do really feel like I'm on a path to doubling my income, having these additional income streams, and still reaching my goal of like becoming and switching to being a full-time entrepreneur by the end of the year. So like that's still my goal. The goal's not moving. The money might not make sense right now, but shoot, it's gonna, because I'm planting the seeds and I'm working towards my goals, like I'm keeping laser focused, it's gonna happen. And I know it. And I see a lot of signs from the universe. We don't gotta worry, the money's gonna come. So we just don't have to worry. The 888, that one I've never usually seen, and that one's coming in. So I know everything I'm doing, even though, you know, we're planting the seed, we're watering it, it's gonna bloom, and it's gonna bloom very soon. I can feel it, so I'm not too concerned. My Affirm MacBook payment still set to pay off. Those are automatic. Laser treatment, again, we should be done that very soon. Yeah, we've got $600 left to pay. So we are 75% paid off. That will be extra money that can go towards emergency fund savings and the likes. So I'm very happy. Lastly, let's just look at the annual dashboard and see what the year has looked like so far. Now, QO, savings, budget versus actual. That's obviously because we've had to spend the emergency funds, but total income, we're currently at $57,422.74. Total expenses, $54,471.85. Income versus expenses for the month. May is looking like a great month. Relax, it's June, basically. Bills have come under, which expenses have also come under now, which is nice. And then debt has been over, because that's where the money has been moving. So it's really good to see that, you know, I am adjusting my expenses budget, and I'm just, you know, with the money that I have right now, trying to make it work, and also keeping my mind and my heart and my body open for the fact that abundance is here. Like I truly feel abundant and grateful, and I know my account like is gonna be looking different. it's gonna be looking unrecognizable in the most positive way. That's the annual dashboard. As you guys can see, just to scroll down here, this is like your details if you really wanted to get into the nitty-gritty of like each month, what the income for each month looked like, what the expenses, the savings, how we did. You can do it. If I'm looking at savings here, we came under, it was the month of March. That's where we got the biggest hit, was the fact that I had to take a bunch of money out of my emergency funds and put basically $18,000 towards paying down debt. It's the point. That's what an emergency fund is for. If you don't have one, set one up, okay? Please, dude. That's what it's for. So yeah, we're gonna hit the goals. It's all good. We're feeling great. Some quick questions for you guys. How are you doing your financial check-ins? Are you doing them weekly? Are you doing them with me? So what did May teach you about your finances? Please drop your money lessons in the comments. I want to hear them. I think for me, what I learned is to take it easy. I don't know. What I learned is that I like giving. I like where I'm spending my money. And I think as long as you're happy with how you're spending your money, then you're okay and you're still in that abundance mindset. I've also learned that like my perspective has changed around the money mindset. Like I've constantly, I think I've brought this up in other videos, have been working on the money mindset. I have made so much money even today because I have shifted this mindset. It's a work in progress for me still, but I think I've really felt that shift in the money mindset this month, where I'm like not nervous anymore. Even I feel like my reactions to these, if you watch my other payday budget with me, like sometimes when I'm like, oh, like I get a little bit worried, I'm not even worried. I'm not even worried because you know what? If I'm spending money, all that means to me now is that the money's coming in, because whatever I spend, I'm gonna get back 10, 20, 50x. I just know that when my lifestyle is changing and becoming more expensive, that it's only because that means that whatever's in store is gonna be way more income than what I am spending, you know? So that shift has been happening, and that's been the biggest lesson I've learned for myself, is like to really just lean into it. You have to have faith. We don't always know what tomorrow brings, but I think when you have faith, you can stay in that abundance mindset. You can continue to be grateful for what you've got, the people who show up to watch your videos, the $5 affiliate commission, and really live presently in these blessings. And doing that is gonna only bring you more blessings. Most importantly, progress over perfection. You guys saw my last video, which was like a messy budget reset. Yeah, you know, your girl was just not in the best place, and had a couple weeks of not posting just because it's like literally my mortgage refinance time, and they basically want a full background check. Like you would think I was gonna be signing a prenup to marry freaking Denzel Washington or something. Mortgage people need so much information, so I've been like chasing around the banks, getting employment verification letters and all this stuff, and wanted to really make sure obviously I get that done so that I have a mortgage to pay and nobody's on my back about anything. But yeah, we were messy, and that's okay. I'm happy. I totally forgot I posted it, but I'm happy that I posted this like unhinged crying video, because it's just real life. Like sometimes we're crying, sometimes we're more lively like today, but progress is the point, not perfection. That's my money lesson. What is yours? Drop it in the comments. You guys are showing up, I hope, in your lives and doing the budgeting that you can, or setting the goals, and even if they're scary, still taking the steps day by day to go after them. I think it's just a great way to end off the first half of the year. I have loved the journey with you guys so far for these first 5 months, and I'm excited to continue seeing you guys for my budget with me's and also for the new content that's coming out. So I'll have a lot of exciting news. Today's video is just gonna be the budget reset, but like I said, next video we're doing June. We're looking at the half-year goals. We're doing a mid-year reset. It's gonna be exciting. So, mwah, love you guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Love you. Bye.